Alright then, it's gonna be a mud thing.
Shorty, I rep BBK. Monday to Sunday, I'm like BBK. Jamie, Skepta, Wiley, Frisco, Maximum, yeah, that's BBK. Add me to the list, that's BBK. Can't forget Sam, that's BBK. I seen a lot of guys doing this thing, but none of them flex like BBK.
It's delicious.
Hi guys, it's Lavi here. So I'm joined today with Caneisha Berry, and we're gonna do a Q&A question and find out more about herself. So welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
So as Lavi said, I'm Caneisha Berry, relationship life coach. Berrythoughtful.com is my website. As a relationship life coach, I help people get clear about who they are, so they can create the life they want.
Right.
And so with me as a life coach and relationship coach, a lot of times people contact me about being in a relationship. But the first relationship I think is important is the one you're having with yourself. And so I help them get clear about that, and honestly most of the time it helps them clear up other things in their lives.
Very true. Very true. So how long have you been in China for now?
We have been here, we're going into our 6th year.
Right.
Yeah.
And you've been changing the lives of people within China?
That's what I've been told. I say that modestly. So every morning I do a morning inspiration, and I have people in there who seem to really appreciate it. Then I offer workshops, one-to-one coaching. I do couples coaching as well.
Okay.
And yeah, retreats. I do whatever I can to help people really begin to create a life that they enjoy.
Yeah, so I'm also on the same wavelength and trying to help everyone find happiness.
Yes.
And people to connect with other people, like, you know, just to find someone, not to be lonely within Beijing.
Yeah.
And, you know, be themselves, be whoever they want to be.
Exactly.
So, like, within China and the West, have you seen different dating compared to each of them, would you say?
So I'll be honest with you, here in China I haven't had the opportunity to really get engaged with people who are in the dating phase, right? Because a lot of my clients, they may be single, but we're always talking about them. For 3 years we lived in the UAE. What I saw there in the dating was that relationships move super fast.
Right? Oh, okay.
Something about being abroad, people would meet people and, you know, within months, they're like living together and they're, you know,
Yeah.
so there's these relationships on speed.
Yeah.
Where in America, where I'm from, and I think sometimes it has something to do with age too.
Right.
That there's a gradual time and there are things that we would like investigate a little bit more longer if we were home. When we were away, a lot of assumptions made, and I think sometimes when you're abroad, the decisions are made from a lonely place.
Is that connected with how the older you are, the more decisions you make? Did you say? Or
It could be twofold. I think when you're older, there are those of us who are older who were like, we know exactly what we want, we know what we don't want, and I don't want to play.
yeah.
And then you might have a woman who is on that, you know, my clock is ticking.
Yeah.
And so it's that rush to try to make something happen, even if it's not necessarily all falling in line. But hey, I need to hurry up because it's biological clock.
Yeah, that's very true. So you've seen there is a difference here compared to back home.
At least certainly, like I said, my experience abroad, being in the UAE. Here, Beijing is very interesting because in the expat bubble, it's a very small community.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
so what I've seen here is, I hate to say this on camera.
You don't have to say it.
Yeah, but yeah, well, yeah, you edit that.
I will. It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
It's different. It's smaller. The smallness can be a problem sometimes. I'll say that.
There's too many fishes in one bowl.
Yeah. And they all fishing together.
Yeah. In perfect harmony. I'll say.
Okay.
Right, so that's in the expat community.
Yeah.
Have you had any like success within the Chinese community, or you just deal with the expat?
I typically deal with expats. I'll be honest with you, I've had a few Chinese people to come to my workshops, and the ones who have attended don't quite seem to get what I do.
Right. Is that due to communication, or is it just
someone once said to me, because of what I'm teaching, it is abstract. It's not tangible.
Right. It's not something that they can physically take away with them.
Right. I can't say A plus B equals C.
And then be like, oh yeah.
Right. I got it.
I can do that maths at home on the whiteboard.
Yeah.
Right. So it's something that they have to really think about and understand, and the in-depth.
Exactly, and then a lot of the things I teach, particularly at the workshops, when it's not so much about just relationship, about vision, purpose, creating that life you want. I talk a lot about thoughts becoming things, and we can shape our own life, and that's a concept that some of them seem not to quite get.
That's interesting.
Or even push against.
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't understand it, I'm not just gonna do it.
Yeah, and at that point I'm like, let me pack my bag.
I'm off.
I don't want to fit, your way of life.
Yeah, it's difficult not to, you don't mean to, but in some aspects you could be, because even though you know exactly what you're talking about, they have a completely different idea.
Yeah.
It happens like everywhere, I think. As if you tell someone, that's not how you do it. This is how you do it. You're like, oh no.
Right.
Yeah. It's difficult. So one thing I mentioned is like, what advice would you give to single people? Like, what's your top advice that you would give to them?
Oh my God. The biggest thing I think we should spend more time with is really getting to know who we are. Not who we think we are, not who we think we want to be, but really getting to know who we are. Very quick. So if we could take time, a lot of times like people are self-conscious. So we'll all take those personality tests about what are my strengths, my weaknesses, what I'm good at, what I'm bad at. But self-awareness is very different. Why do I feel this way? Why do I think this way? Why do I behave this way when this happens? We don't do that work.
Yeah.
And so that would be the work I would encourage single people to do, so that when they enter into a relationship with me, that they come in with their own awareness, so that I know where I stop and where you start.
So it's their own self-awareness that people need to know. But it's very hard to self-evaluate yourself.
It can be. It can be a challenge. But it can be an intention too. If I set an intention to understand myself from a place of what is it that I really need. So there's these emotional needs that I have. Not what I want. Not what I think I need. I need, a guy who makes $1 million. Do you?
Yeah, the only way I can find happiness is in a relationship.
Yeah.
I've heard that one before, and I think, really?
And
you need to find it within yourself.
You have to. And then it's also that, what are your values? Because like, I've been married for over 20 years.
Wow.
And one of the things that women ask me too, like, what do you think is the most important thing in marriage? What do we always hear? Communication.
Oh yeah. No?
I don't agree. But I'm not, I get it. There are people who are way smarter than me who've written books. Now many of them are still single. I've been divorced several times. But they write these amazing books.
Yeah.
And everybody believes them. And it's all about communication. Communication is important. But I believe you gotta enter that relationship knowing who you are. And you know what? The most important, what baggage am I bringing to the relationship?
That's a good one.
And some of it is going to be revealed in the relationship, but there is also a gift in understanding. Listen, I have a lot of stuff that I messed up about, and I'm gonna present some of that to you sometime. And I accept that you have a lot of stuff that you're messed up about. But when we enter in with the notion that I'm gonna fix you, and you have all my answers, and you just should make me happy, we get ourselves in trouble.
Yeah, because you're looking to that person as your doctor.
Yeah, lawyer, Jesus, God, everything. And
Everything,
and they're very surprised to find out.
It's too much for one person. A lot of baggage.
Yeah.
Basically, unpack your baggage.
Yeah. Unpack your baggage and listen. Even if you're not gonna unpack it, be honest that I have it.
Yeah.
Got all this stuff, not ready to unpack it. You'll see it in the relationship. It shows up.
Good. So you were saying before there's a difference between how men communicate and how women communicate. So we were saying that women mostly debate. Did you say?
So there's a teaching, again, people way smarter than me did this research, I just read the book, that women, we think faster than men. And that's not a judgment, that is a scientific fact. Our brains move faster than men. Doesn't mean that we're smarter than men. Just means that we think faster. Thing with a woman, most women, don't put yourself in this category if it's not you. We think about something and we speak it. A man will think about something, he contemplates, he ponders, he takes time, and that's why we think he's moving slow. Don't you just answer me now? He's pondering, he's really evaluating before he says. And so a lot of times as women, we'll say something and then later like, I'm so sorry I didn't do that.
Yeah.
You know why? Because you thought it, and the first thought is not always the best thought to say. Where a man is like, a lot of times I hear women say, it just takes him too long to make a decision, so I have to make it for him. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You have to give him time, because he is thinking of that thing from the east, the west, the south, and if I do this, how is it going to hurt her, and what happens if this happens? He's really contemplating it. And because we think faster, we think that means that we're smarter or can do it better. And it's not.
But we need to take a back seat a little bit. Yeah.
And that's very hard for most of us.
Yeah, I would say that is.
I'm guilty 20 plus years, and my husband gets thinking, I'm like,
I need to say it.
Yeah. What's the
point now? Yeah, what is the reason? But alright, so just to wrap it up, what would you say are the three, if you could pick three, key values to a happy relationship or marriage?
I would say what has kept my husband and I together for 20 plus years is that we were friends first. There have absolutely been times in this marriage where I knew that I liked my husband, but I didn't always love him. And most people would say I always loved him, but I didn't like him. So his behavior, yes, can dictate moments of not liking. But as a whole, as a person, I like this person. Like, I like his personality, I like his genuineness. I can always tell how Andre is going to treat other people. And that is what I like about him. So because I like him as a person, it made me like the hard times we can get through because of the friendship. So when I would say be friends and really like your me, don't just love them, don't just be in this love thing, because we can love almost anybody. I have cousins that I love that I do not like.
Yeah, you mean your pet?
Yeah, I love you from over there.
Yeah.
So certainly be friends, be close friends. Secondly, be honest about the luggage you're bringing into the relationship. And thirdly, this one is going to be one that most people don't really talk about. I believe marriage is different than most people. I believe marriage is a place where you go to heal. Everything is broken. The problem is because we don't think of marriage as that type of thing, environment, we go for happiness, not for healing. Or wholeness. And in order for anything to heal, it must first be revealed that there's brokenness. And that's the hard part.
That's true.
So you're signing up for that. And I believe the person you marry is fully equipped to help you heal the stuff that's broken in you, and you're equipped to help them heal. But if you're too busy trying to get happy, you miss the opportunity.
Yeah, it all is based on being friends first, and then being able to be honest with them, and then
create that, build that bond where it's a safe environment for you to accept my brokenness, that it may be healed.
Excellent. She is amazing, guys. Alright, so thank you for that, and we're gonna get into the
we want to have a clean house, so it doesn't matter like who does the dishes as long as they get done.
Yeah.
And you know, and if you come home, and it happens to me, I come home and there's a sink full of dishes. Well, part of it's also me being like, well, you know what? Well, she didn't have time to clean them before she left for work, so I'll just do it. I'm just going to leave it alone because we both agree on the outcome.
So spring it